Hey, Blue Table fans! Just want to show you a few prototypes for a Beastmen army that we're working on. We've got here a Doom Bowl, a model that was put out right around the last time the Beastmen Codex was updated. I'm pretty sure that's in '08. So, also the Minotaurs. By the way, arm your Minotaurs with two hand weapons. I really think that's the way to go. Their base strength of 5 usually does the trick, and the extra attack is extremely helpful. By the way, these are primed in a rust color, as you'll shortly see on some prototypes, and they are built up from there with grays and washes of, I do believe it is Parasite Brown by Vallejo. Still a very strong miniatures paint line. So let's go ahead and take a look at something different now. I'll just leave, well, yeah. Okay, these are my answer to Beastmen Chariots. So let me just go ahead and get a second one on here facing the other direction. Why not? Again, now you can see what these look like when they're primed. And then they get this downward light source, external light source, brown khaki dry brush. But not a dry brush that goes both ways. It's actually a very dry brush. So this is a technique we call ghosting, where you're doing multiple layers and you're doing them very lightly. So if it's done well, it provides a really excellent base for everything to come thereafter. So anyway, these are Mournfang Cavalry, and they currently cost about $32 for 2 of them. And so once you factor in the cost of the Bestigor and the Ungor, they actually are very inexpensive chariots. And what I've done here is I took a Warriors of Chaos Chaos Knight pair of legs, for which we had extras. I don't know if the kit has extras, so you may have to burn a Chaos Knight on that. And I basically made it straddle this. It is a bit of a stretch and requires some green stuff along the back to mend the seam, so to speak. But then you cut his legs off just below the knee, and you reattach the Bestigor hooved legs there. And overall, I think it provides a really excellent effect. And of course, you do the Bestigor torso on there, and that is really an excellent effect. So this guy, he got the champion headdress, which has these enormous horns, which I love, absolutely love. The Beastmen are just so cool. On the front here, to give these guys a little bit more of a Beastman appearance, I put this. This is from the Gorgon kit. It's one of the forearm vambraces that it comes with, so that's really cool. Also, to tie them a little more in with Beastmen, on the back horns here, I did add some Beastmen type trophies on both models. These come from the various Beastmen kits, so here you can see like there's a little shard of a herd stone there. In fact, this guy could make really a great hero on a chariot, although that may not be the best way to field a hero. So with the Ungor, I gave them these shepherd's crooks. So this is actually from an Ogre Kingdoms piece right here. It's a little blurry, sorry about that. So it's like the end of like this big crossbow, something like that. I can't remember where it comes from. Now this guy, I wanted to have an open hand on his left hand. You really can't quite see it there. But I couldn't find one, so I just used the little green stuff and made it so he just had a stump. And I think that's the way to go. And this other guy just left the shield that was on him, this battered old hide shield, which I imagine that he, uses like a lion tamer. And the crook on this one, on the goad, is actually from the Ogre Kingdoms Rhinox scrap launcher set. One of the little Noblars has this hook on it. So this is a great example of the amazing conversions that Blue Table Painting can do because of our enormous, absolutely tremendous stock of bits that we just have on hand for you, the client. And you are not charged for the bits, typically, unless they're something special. only for, of course, the effort of the artist to do the conversion work. So, all right, well, I just wanted to show you that. Oh, wait, there is one other conversion on these guys. The tusks on these Mournfangs are usually very, very long, and I really didn't like that, and I wanted them to just be a tad more reminiscent of the boars that these guys ride or have for their chariots, the tusk gores, that is. And so anyway, so I cut those off, and I replaced them with Minotaur horns. So as you can see, it's definitely a different shape on those. I guess if you went to the Games Workshop site, you can see the originals. So these Beastmen Chariots are really cool. I'm very proud of how they turned out. And of course, with the other models, you see the color scheme that they're going to end up looking like, which is very solid. Yeah, I think that's... Oh, and they could also be not only tusk gore chariots, but also razor gore chariots. Personally, I'm going to use them as tusk gores just to fill out my core choices and just run along the herds. But this is really an absolutely fun conversion. So thanks for tuning in, and I hope that you got your inspiration for the day.